stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the late night talk show. It is Wednesday, it's 11 o'clock, and we are here from 10 till 12 a.m. I'm your girl Leticia, aka Leglelicious, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Leesh and Mrs. Oops, there's your mic.
Nofisa Caseman.
And in the back there, we've got Mr. A-Star. Say hi to the people.
Good evening, people. This is like my midweek attire, you know what I mean? How do you do? I want to be the ladies, you know what I mean?
You are here with the ladies. True them. Big up yourself, guys. We are here with Nofisa Caseman, and we are talking about the power of healing.
Yes.
And when we talk about the power of healing, we talk about the power of healing yourself from all things negative, and just bring yourself to that point of realization, that point of admiration for yourself, maybe.
Love
that point,
that
turning point, and finding yourself maybe, and just actually loving yourself for who you are.
Yeah.
You made it sound so easy, though. I swear.
I never said this journey was easy, guys.
You just made it sound easy. It's like, when I just realised, and the connection I did, the feta here, and it was just like, I just went from here to there, and it was just like...
Alright, that's definitely, please guys, like, when I say I do a lot of inner work, when I talk about inner work, journaling, healing sessions, like, I've invested over $5,000 just in the last 6 months on my healing and development. Like, I invest money, I invest time, like, I'm working on myself to be, you know, a better businesswoman, mother, partner. When that happens, like, I'm always working on myself to be the best version. So this is not easy, and it hurts. Some of the awarenesses and realizations that I have to face, you know, it's hard stuff. Like, it's hard stuff. Like, during COVID was the most challenging experience as a mother, to face, like, you have resentment towards your child because you felt like it wasn't supposed to happen, and I had to forgive myself for that. I had to let that go, but I didn't even know I was holding so much pain.
You said in COVID, though?
Yeah, like 7 years later, there was still so much trauma around becoming a mother 8 years ago that I didn't know. But only when you hit certain levels in your life, when you hit certain experiences, like something like isolation will bring it out. You know, for example, I was faced with my son every single day, and it was a challenge. It was a challenge because I'm like, I don't know how to do this right now. Like, every single day like, my son was up from like 6 a.m. until like 10 o'clock. And it was just me and that, he's up there. He'll be up, Mommy, can we play? I'm like, God. When is this?
I'm like, guy, your bed, boy, lie down.
No, he's got so much energy. So
I'm lucky. I'm gonna lie down till I time to get up, boy.
I think parents, single mothers, I would say at this moment in time,
I
think they find it hard with having their kids all day long, because sometimes they've had the support network of grandma.
Right. So my mum was like, isolation, what?
And then nursery, and then school, so they don't have them like 8 hours.
So A-Star was just here saying that he feels like single parents have had it really difficult because with the lockdown, there's not that lack of support that one would normally experience.
And when I say there's no lack of support, so I've already not got a big family, but my mum was like, it's COVID, I'm old. Right. You ain't gonna see me until they changed it. 3 months she was like, don't come to my house. Ooh. Like, she was not helping me, so it was hard because I just didn't have anyone to really support me. Yeah, it was like, it was a big challenge. So he probably stayed over at my brother's 3 nights out of the whole 4 months. So it was a real challenge. And in that, there was beliefs that came up, there was trauma that came up, and I had to deal with that. So I'm always working on myself.
Okay.
So it's not an easy journey.
Because I hear what you're saying, and because that's why I said during COVID, because COVID is like still now.
Right.
So for you to be
the
saying
isolation period.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying, because you're talking about you've written a book and you're doing this healing and you're doing this, that, and the other. You're talking about the other day you was feeling like.
Right, and I think that's what Scorpio.
Hey, yourself smiler.
So that's what a lot of people think. And I that's why I write and I talk and I'm very open. A lot of people think because you're a coach that you still don't go through it. Coaches need coaches. I need support. I'm still going through stuff, but I am also able to help you, like, as I go through my journey. And I think a lot of people need to realize, like, you know, we feel like we have to be fixed or be fully complete.
Yeah.
No, like, we're not broken in the first place. There's just wounds that we need to heal. And even when you make more money, you'll start to see wounds that you haven't dealt with. Even when you find a new relationship, there are still wounds. You know, that's what relationships are for, because it's all about growth.
Yeah.
It's all about growth. And I would be lying if I said I'm at my best. Like, we're always growing. That's why I said until the day I die, I'm going to be healing. I'm going to be on a journey, but I'm not going to only heal and not take action and not grow. It goes hand in hand. Because sometimes I can't get to my next stage of healing because if I'm stagnant, right? So it's as I get into a relationship, as I move forward, as I build my business, that's when the stuff comes up. Starting a business showed me my stuff.
Really?
I was gonna say, show me my stuff. Like, that was, if you think, like, they say, if you want the best personal development course, start a business. It will show you all your fears, all your visibility issues, all your motherhood and father stuff. Everything comes up because it's about you going towards your greatness. You know, you could coast, but when you're starting a business, you have to put yourself out there to make money, and all the limiting beliefs come up. So, big stuff.
Deep stuff, man.
I concur.
Yeah.
There is power in healing. Hey, guys.
Oh, vision boards. Yeah, Ace saying, so what about people with vision boards?
Hold on.
Yeah, you can just ask yourself. Ask him, then ask. What would you like to ask?
Okay.
No, so I asked a young lady about vision boards.
Okay.
Yeah, so in terms of how people...
You can't hear that.
In terms of how people sort of see where they're going, their journey, where they want to go. So today's the 9th of September.
Right.
So tomorrow's like the 10th,
Yeah.
11th. Where do you want to be tomorrow? Do you know what I mean? And how do you set your mind up for that?
How do you set your mind up for that?
Yeah.
In terms of, so do you mean like setting goals?
Yeah.
So you set goals?
Yes. You set goals, and how do you...
Do
sort of-
I? Oh, me?
Yeah,
That's right.
For the
In
healing
terms of
process,
you
like,
especially
what
yourself.
helps?
Right, okay, cool. What helps me go? Okay, yeah, so definitely I like to work in like 90 days.
90 days.
Yeah, so like because I'll definitely, okay, like next year, this is the year that, okay, so I want to make a certain amount of money, but I like to work in 90 days so I can stay focused as well, and I can give my all in this 90-day period. So the next 90 days, I'm like, okay, I've got an ebook I'm doing, I've got a singles event that I'm doing for charity, and then it was going to be the workshops until this new rule came in. So, but it's like, so it's focused on that. I do journal a lot to get the stuff, whatever's going on, and I also have a coach who helps me on a monthly basis to stay on track as well.
Because the funny thing is, for me, I think I've been on a massive, amazing journey since COVID myself. So, like, I think in March, I was in hospitality, and I definitely got affected by it. I was on lockdown for the first month, but because of my mind and how I set my mind right, I literally shut up. You know, I'm here again.
Yeah.
You know, I was here with On Top back in 10 years ago when we were in Angel Town. Say no more. But I'm literally where I was 10 years ago, but I'm literally at a certain level. You know, I thank God for that. But then it's also my mind.
Definitely.
I refuse to accept
and you're
defeat.
also ready. You're ready for it
and
now.
I refuse to accept defeat.
Yeah.
You know, no one's going to tell me no. You know,
you're ready for it.
Someone tells you no, you're going for another door.
You know, so I'm ready for that.
You're
sort
ready
of
for
that
that.
level.
Yeah,
That, you know.
What made you get to that?
No, I refuse to accept.
Yeah, but why did you refuse? What happened in you? What snapped?
Right.
I'm better. I value myself more, because earlier on.
Yeah.
What did you say about, you know, when you
Self-love?
step self-love?
Yeah.
I love myself.
I love it.
Not like that, but I
No,
love myself.
like that. You
Not
love
like
yourself. He
I
loves
love
himself.
myself.
But no, I demand more of myself as well.
Because you love yourself,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
why we talk about.
Yeah.
Because as a result of loving yourself, what changes in your life? You demand more. You demand people to treat you better.
That's funny, like, you know, when he just said not like that. I do stuff like that as well, because do you know why? Growing up,
I love
habit
myself.
as well.
Yeah, generally,
You think you're
people-
too nice.
Thank you.
Yes,
So
I
it's
am
always
nice.
like I've had to like pull myself backwards a little bit so that people don't judge me in that way as you think you're too nice or you're too stush or you're whatever.
Right.
So the whole loving yourself, like you say,
Yeah.
I would say something like
Own
that, like
it.
not like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
I get what you mean.
I think in terms of like professionalism, 100%.
Okay.
100%. But in terms of like, someone say, oh, you have nice eyes, and thank you. No, I am disregarding going forward in terms of.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you got nice eyes. How you
And you know that when people give you compliments, do you like kind of like give them a compliment back to like the further away from yourself?
100%. Do you know why? Because that energy you're giving out is coming back in.
Yeah.
If you give that out, continually give that out. I don't know, you're the healer.
Yeah, but no, do you know why? Because people do that to me all the time, yeah. So not all people do it to me all the time, but people will say to me, "Oh, you look nice." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Just say thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Like the
Keep
further
saying
away
thank
from
you.
yourself.
Thank
So
you.
I will say, "Oh yeah, Prime Money for the outfits from Prime Money," or I will talk about where the outfit's from.
Zara.
Like I'm like, "Yeah, you can have it too," or it's
But
not
say thank
cheap,
you
you know.
Yeah.
You get me? Or like
It's
I will say,
deflecting.
"Oh yeah, so do you look nice as well?" Like I feel like I have to,
Yeah,
and they might not even look nice, but I'm just saying because you give me a compliment.
but we
I'm like,
trying
"Oh
to
yeah, thanks, you look nice as well. Oh, you look so beautiful," and I'm just thinking,
And all I
I
ever
hate
say is
your
just
outfit.
practice saying thank you, and that's
It's
it.
horrible.
Thank you and done. Silence.
"No, not you."
Can you guys take a compliment? Tell me.
Yeah.
Can you take a compliment, guys? Do you know what, Bo? But sometimes it is hard to take compliments because I guess depending on where you're coming from, it's hard to believe. Like lots of times people will see you and can see your worth, but sometimes you can't see your own
That's
worth.
why we do healing.
Do you know what? Is it because you're on a struggle? Because don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I struggle with nothing. But people will say to me, "No, but you're so good at this," and I'm like,
But
Really?
You don't know what's behind.
like, I just do it. Like it's just natural. Or it might just come natural. Like I just talk in it. I can talk for England, but I just talk. People are like, "Yeah, you talk good."
What's your star sign?
You know, like
I don't know, man. I don't know about stuff.
When's your birthday?
June. I'm a June baby.
Please
Cancer
tell me
or
not a Gemini.
Are you
So-
Cancer
oh my
or
God,
Gemini?
sorry, guys.
What day?
Are you beginning or the end?
Is it your Gemini? What day? The 13th.
Shit.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
Cancer.
God
Damn it,
No,
that's
Gemini.
Gemini.
The 13th is Gemini's my son's father's birthday.
The same day.
Lord.
Oh, I'm gonna take a drink.
I need a drink. Girl, you're driving me to drink.
Where
So big up Princess 352. She says, "I find it hard to take compliments as well."
Practice.
Why? Why though? What is it about you that makes it hard for you to take compliments?
When it's hard, when you've got a belief that, like, you're carrying certain beliefs, like, you know, also, I grew up with people, again, like you, they look at me and they're like, "Oh, you think you're too nice," or "Oh, you look like a bitch," or blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay,
I
thank
get that
you.
one as well.
Huh? Yeah, you look like a
Yeah, I
bitch,
get
or
that
this,
one.
that, this. But the more I done this work, the more I'm just like, I am the prize, you know, and I built myself up. So Princess is like building yourself up. You are the prize. You are beautiful, and it's okay. And it's safe to be you in all your glory. And once you start to believe that, you could just take the compliment and then keep moving.
You know, I watched one of your videos, yeah, and you was like, you said something, and the guy must have been like, whatever, and you was like, "Dude, I am the MF in Pride." And I was like, "Yeah, I am the prize. Like,
Right.
I am a good woman. So
Yes.
you missed the prize. If you don't want to open the box, see you later. Save it for somebody else that's ready."
And it's truly believing that, though. It's truly believing that. Do you want to put it?
And it's staying in that belief. Oh shit.
Yeah. You have to believe in it and then maintaining the belief as
Right.
well.
Is it cheesy to say believe it? What's the saying? Believe it,
Receive
it,
Get your
and
questions in.
No, think it, believe it, receive it.
yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
Because you think it. Remember, everything that we think of in our minds, everything that
Manifest.
it manifests. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just in terms of what you're doing, because a few people have been saying, "What about men?" And we've got A-Star
Right.
here, who is a man,
Yes.
who is a man, and a few people are saying, like, "How does this?" I don't know what to do.
Yo,
A lot of people are saying, like, short of talking about women,
Yeah.
what about men? How does this work for men, and how does it impact on men?
It's the same. Look, healing doesn't choose, like, you know, you can only help women or you can only help men. It's just like you also spirituality, the journey of healing. You also have limiting beliefs. You also need to love yourself. It's just, I personally have chosen to work directly with women, but I would encourage more men to reach out and get the support they need to move forward.
But then would they need a male healer? Or?
No. Like, there's lots of people out there who work with both men and women. Just obviously for my journey, I've decided to niche down and work with women. And it's not to say I won't ever work with men, but right now I'm working with women. But at the same time, any men out there who are feeling like, I need to talk to someone, I need support, or I'm feeling like, you know, my past is still creeping up and like doing something for me, I encourage you to go out there and get the support. Like, change that belief that, you know, it's weak to reach out for support, or it's weak to cry, or like, you need that help, because there are so many people who are becoming, you know, whether they're sinking into depression or not reaching their full potential, or, you know, having the wrong relationships, or allowing certain things in their life because of what they think about themselves, even as men. So we have to change that.
I mean, for me, you know, I definitely believe it's good to talk.
It is.
And I think that men, I think, you know, men deal with things in different ways, you know, but I think within themselves, I think they might be playing to a, you know, a stereotype. You know, they have to be a man, you know.
An alpha man, role kind of thing.
You know, go gym and do the arms, you know what I mean? Whereas me, I play football, so for me, I'm like different. My physique is different. I'm not all about, you know, going gym. You know what I mean? I love myself. You know, I'm quite petite. You know me.
Yeah.
So
own it.
Oh yeah, thank you. But I think, you know, it's all about spirituality. As I said, you know, what I mean? Finding yourself. You know, that's what I said about the vision board. There's another guy, you know, Mike. He talks about vision boards as well on his Instagram. And for me, I've been meditating over it for the whole period. Daily. I said,
and that's why you're so on fire, because you're constantly every single day doing something to move towards your dreams. You know, a lot of people, we write goals and then we won't look at them again until the end of the year. Sometimes that works. Like, I've set a goal, but and then 5 years later it manifested.
Exactly. I think for me, I remember, like, at 15 I wrote what I wanted to do 20 years from now.
Yes.
And you know, I won't lie to you, I've achieved it. And like, to me, you know, it might sound a bit boastful to say it.
No, own it.
I've been up, I've been down.
Yeah.
You know, I've literally, you know, had a house and gone back to my mum's, you know, like sofa bed.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know,
and you've achieved, and you know what's possible, and you know that you have what it takes to make it happen.
Yeah, because you know, you fight yourself. I fight myself. Yeah. If I'm down, like, why am I down? I'm like, get up.
Right.
And then you push yourself forward. To that. But no.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Where's the hose?
Over there.
No, that is too funny. Yeah. So you were saying as well. So you was planning on. Oh, sorry, that just slide. This is why you have mask and payment. So you're saying you had plans to do workshops and stuff, but obviously now the new laws have.
Well, I've got one on Saturday. That's 4 till 6 at Flow Dance Studio in Oval. That's a self-love and energy healing workshop for women. I'm so sorry.
Yo,
that's about
where's my woman?
Let's get a wig, man.
Get a wig.
Princess says, I don't know, it makes me feel funny. And what I would say is, now is your journey, Princess, to really start the self-love journey, to really knowing and having that unapologetic confidence. Like, I am beautiful. Whatever people are saying to you, like, it's really affirming that for yourself and changing your beliefs. But you would have to dig into that as well. Like, what are the beliefs you are holding on to? So about the self-love and energy healing work. So it's called Loving Me First, and it's energy healing workshop. Like I said, a lot of us are unaware of the beliefs that we're carrying. So we're going to be doing a live belief work. So we're going to do muscle testing, and really to help the women identify some of the beliefs that they're carrying. We can change them right there, but just taking them through the process of, why am I holding on to this after so many years? How is it serving me? And then helping them to release that and move forward. And there'll be lots of confidence exercises as well. And for me, the key is, as I've loved myself more, I've been able to set healthy boundaries with people. You know, I teach people how to treat me because I know I deserve to be treated right. When we don't love ourselves, it's almost as if we're like, we let anything slide, you know, and we don't enforce the boundaries, but we complain about how people treat us. So this is why I love to teach on self-love as well.
I think I have a lot of female friends, and I think a lot of them battle with that because they feel men walk through them, you know, treat them anyhow because of how they volunteer themselves in whatever ways, and sometimes they might hold back in terms of, okay, you know, showing a guy you know, love and affection.
Right.
You know, maybe, I don't know, buying him something, but I'm a sort of person that I buy women flowers.
Yeah.
You know, I bought you guys water.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
I didn't want to be too. I would have got you flowers, but you know what I mean. It's confined environment. But I got you water.
Thank you.
Hey guys.
Water.
Well,
But no, but
appreciate
you know, but I think a lot of women definitely, you know, you suffer from because you don't want to give too much to a man.
Well,
So
what
I
I've
think
learned
good for them.
also, is it's about changing the way we are. So we can be vulnerable, but strong. So we can.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
very like I've learned this, guys. I'm very loving and open.
She's
You know.
6 foot. She's 6 foot.
Oh, I was
Hey, don't touch mine.
no, I was trying to wave to the people.
Alright. Wait. I do wave. Boom, boom, boom.
So what do you think about girls?
Yeah, she's 5'10". No, 6. I said 6.
Right. So we can be vulnerable but strong. So you know. So for example, you can affirm a man. You can like really do nice things for him, but also have the boundaries in place. And it's teaching these women, and that's what I love to do, is teaching women how to set healthy boundaries and know that it's okay. A lot of us won't set boundaries because we're afraid of the consequences. If I set that, maybe he won't like me, or maybe he'll walk away. Okay, bye. But you need to love yourself enough to allow him to walk away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He might come back.
Yeah.
He probably will.
that's the
Well,
point.
He might.
he will
He
come back
might come
better.
You want him to come back though.
But he might
WhatsApp
come back
you.
correct.
Say hi.
I've changed. But only if he comes back correct. So it's about valuing yourself more than trying to prove to somebody that you're the prize. You know, a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
women I find are trying to prove to other men, like, pick me, I'm worthy. It's like, no, if you were worthy, you wouldn't have to go through that.
Wow.
You
Oh, I
okay?
see stuff like that. Pick
Wow.
me Isha.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see what?
Pick
Wow.
me Isha. That's what they call them. Like girls that do the most so that they can be picked. Like, hi,
Right.
look at me. Hi, I will
And
do this for
that's
you.
a cry, like,
Instead of
I
letting
don't love
them-
myself.
Yeah.
I lean back. Is,
Yeah.
I love myself. I'm good. Okay, if you want to ghost me, cool. It's
Bye.
fine. Like,
Perfect.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like, I love myself enough to not even sit there and worry about you ghosting me and thinking there's something wrong with me. I'm like, you lost. Like, you lost out. But maybe you're unavailable, so maybe that's the best thing that could have happened for me. You know? And so I've learned when I truly learn how to love myself, everything becomes easier. Everything becomes easier, and I attract more quality men now. That's one of the most powerful things, because I've gone through it with guys. I've been, you know, the selfish lovers, all of that
So
journey.
again, going back to that earlier question, what about a man finding out what man?
That means you gotta go for it too.
Yeah, you got
You know,
to go for it too, and
like,
then you
you know,
got
what
to
the
do
man
your
them-
self love.
Yeah, you
and
gotta
you
open
got
up for yourself.
yeah, know what
Because
your
you've got
boundaries
limiting
are.
beliefs as well. You're
Yeah,
holding on to them as well.
Okay, you know, throw it out there. Do you think men are more physical or emotional? What do you think?
I don't know. I'd say it would depend on the individual. Who is it? It would depend on the individual person. Because some men are emotional. Some men do
Yes, deep.
do relate to that
Help
side
them.
more.
Yeah.
I'm an emotional sort of fella. So I'm emotional. I'm
Mhm.
emotional. I'm touching my feelings.
Good.
That's a
You
good
know,
thing.
But
They mentioned
but I'm just but in terms of a man, then please give the man them some advice.
In terms
In
of
terms
what?
of like,
So what's the issue?
in terms of what they're demanding. In terms of like, if a woman, you know, respects herself, because a lot of women say, "Oh, I'm gonna respect myself.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go for you." So if you want to go. But what about a man? How does he make room for her?
How does he make room for who? For just a woman?
Yeah, partner.
Okay. By being available, by cleaning his baggage. Like, so my friends just wanted to come to my singles event. I said, but you live with your children's mother.
Huh?
Yeah, well, honey, you got baggage.
So then is he single?
Well, in his head he is, right? So I was like, I'm not inviting you to a bunch of quality women when you're still living at home. So first of all, availability is the first way to create space for a woman.
Is he having relations?
Yeah,
He's not single.
But that's what I'm saying. But a lot of people will tell you, like in my
so just go
book,
there to pick up people, basically.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not having that. So
Yeah,
creating
yeah.
space. So when you say creating space for a woman, what do you mean?
Emotional space.
Right.
Emotional
Okay.
space.
So for example,
man, them emotional space.
emotional space. So for example, you have to also see if you are holding on to beliefs like does she want me just for my money or for my fame, or you know what I'm saying? So that's in like, you have to clear certain beliefs that keep women at arm's length. I'm not saying that you have that, but if you did, it would be important to check in.
Not that we need to repeat what I said in the advert, but remember what I said about personas. In terms of, okay, me being this and me being that.
Yeah.
So how do you respond to that in terms of how that individual might respond to that as a male?
So he has to, first of all, he just has to know who he is.
In what way though?
Like, who are you? Like, you have a job to do outside.
Day job. 9 to 5.
And you got another job to do.
The real job.
Who are you when you come in? Who are you with this woman? You gotta get clear on that. Okay.
Why are you making me think, man?
But you gotta get clear on that. And that's exactly, because I remember I met a guy and I was like, well, so what's your name? And he told me about 3 names. If you're on, you know what to do. But he told me about 3 names. I'm like, no, who are you? Like, I don't want yours.
What was the name of his bank card?
Well, that's what we got to. But because the different personas, and it's like, but who are you truly?
Know who you need to be.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? So you have to get you have to get super clear on who you are, and then it will be easier for the woman to come into your life.
But does that affect how he is outwardly anyway? So if he is, a bus driver, if he's a Amazon driver,
but is that based on how he feels about himself?
Or is he a chef? And then in the nighttime, in the evening time, he's a superstar DJ. But what do you? How do you define those lines?
I wouldn't say a job defines you as a person.
Yeah. But it's about personas. We're talking about personas.
Yeah, but for DJs, for example, definitely you have.
Are you playing up to it?
Yeah.
Are you lady DJs?
Are you playing up to it? Because I would just be like, be yourself. Be yourself all day, every day. Be the same person. Why do you have to change because you're a DJ?
I think the females can't handle the change though.
No,
but
it's a boundary that if you are you through and through, you shouldn't change when you're a DJ. You should still have the boundaries. Like, I used to say to my guy, as many women can like you, I don't care, because that's the job. You're out there doing what you do in a room of females. I don't care how many women like you. How are you responding to these women?
Yeah.
That's what we need to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay?
True, yeah.
I'm getting
I'm getting
hot
in here right now.
Yeah.
Like, and dressing up nicely and all these kind of things, and making coffees and all this stuff. Like, there's being a gentleman and there's going over the top, isn't it? So it's about,
and it's also boundaries. It's boundaries. It's confusing, right?
Sorry, the caller asked, you mentioned football earlier, and he asked, the caller,
what do you think about girls' football?
Yeah, he said, what do you feel about girls' football? Because you mentioned girls' football earlier in your comments, so...
Yeah. No, so the team I coach for, we have, like, girls' football.
Okay.
And I won't lie to you, when I'm training the young youths, and I look over to the girls' pitch, they're bad. The girls' football is bad, and like I've got my little daughter playing as well. They got what's called like a Wildcats, which is through the FA, and it is bad. And I encourage, I mean, I'm a man's man, so I want my sons to play football. But you know what? My first football boots I bought was my daughter, my 5-year-old daughter. I bought her boots, shin pads, and everything. So, but no, women's football, girls' football, damn. I mean, a man will be a man in terms of football, but I think my son's mother, she's a baller. She's a baller. She's got some tech has. But no, women's football, honestly, I believe in that. And, and funny enough, my club, we're actually promoting that to the highest level. And, boy, watch this space, you might see a star coach in a team.
He said, big up. He said, thanks for that. He said, we need to link up because he's definitely into girls' football.
Just DM me on the thing, Bob. And then we've got a fun day on the 12th of September in Dulwich.
You're part of the sports thing, the big sports entertainment thing.
So if you want to,
say what it is.
If you it's Tulsa Junior Football Club. We've got a fun day on the 12th in Dulwich Park. If you've got your daughter, she's 5, she's 6, she's 7, she's up to 12, 15. Bring her along, you might see me get a couple snaps, and that's it. But no, but the girls' football, honestly, as I said, I'm coaching the boys, and when I look over to the girls, I'm like looking at them, I'm looking at the skill, and I'm like, wow, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I said so.
I think it's level up. Girls have to work more harder, isn't it? As a female, you kind of, as a female, you kind of have to work harder in what you do, isn't it? I feel like sometimes
Yeah, definitely. It's a man's role.
it's a man's world. Yeah.
No,
Live in
I
it.
think if you've got the skill, I think
So
anything-
I don't believe that.
No. I
You
think,
don't believe it's a man's world?
No.
Nah. Anything is. I think if you know.
I know
if you
I
look
know
at the
it's
animal kingdom,
been
you know the funny thing is about the animal kingdom,
know.
which you girls might know and the listeners might listen to. In terms of the lion, do you know who are the hunters?
Yeah.
The wife.
So
That's me,
I can't hear
Simba.
It. I can't hear it.
The lioness.
I can't hear it.
But you know what's mad? Because
What's
my nickname is Lion King, yeah?
Ooh.
But Lion King is the
94.
male lion. And short of me calling myself Simba, but I call myself Lion King. Because when I used to wash my hair and do my hair a certain way, it just looked like there was like...
She does, you know. She does, you know. She does, you know. She does, man. You know.
When
she
I'm reflecting,
does.
I'm like, why did I name myself after a man? Because the man is more masculine, he's more powerful, and it's like, I need to be heard. So even though the woman is the main person within the lion family,
Who are
but
the
the man
hunters?
that stood up more is the lion.
But ain't that the same thing in the household? The woman does the most, but the man is more upfront, prominent.
I think a lot of
I'm just gonna make
us,
myself a drink.
I think us as women need to also learn how to stand in our feminine power. You know, a lot of us try and compete with the man on a masculine energy, and it's like, no, let's just learn how to be in our feminine power.
High five.
That's something I definitely need to learn. I'm not gonna lie. I do.
I think so as well because do you know.
What you think I need to learn my feminine power?
Ouch! Shade.
You're feminine right now, babes.
But no, what you said is right because I think there's no point. If you're a superstar DJ, for example, do that. You're not competing with me. You know, you're competing with all the other ladies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you do you, and I do me. You know, as I say, stay in your lane. Shit.
Yeah, this
Oh,
Saturday,
gosh.
the 12th. No,
Yeah.
next Saturday.
It's 12th.
No, it's
Is it
this
12th?
Saturday.
I don't know. It's the 12th this Saturday.
Yes,
the
it's
12th,
this Saturday.
yeah,
Yeah, today's the 9th.
Yeah. Sorry, Nofisa. So back to your event.
Yeah, this Saturday.
So how can
Sunday.
people get tickets and?
So you can follow me on Instagram at nofisa.caseman. That's NOFISA.CASEMAN, and the link is in my bio, or you can just DM me for more information. I'll be happy to share that with you guys.
Okay. And what time did you say it was? Again?
It's 3:45 till 6 p.m. at Flow Dance Studio in Oval.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, but then.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
So what's next on the cards then?
Yeah.
Right.
What's the next chapter? Because that
The
was
next
chapter 30.
chapter.
And you said that was a few years ago.
Okay, I'm not that old.
No, I know.
Calm
No, I know, but you said... Yeah.
I'm 32 next month.
Cool.
Oh, bless him.
So the next, well, like I said, a lot of the times I'm just focusing on the next kind of increment.
3 months.
Yeah, especially we don't even know what's gonna happen like in 2 weeks right now. Like, I mean, so the next month I'm writing an ebook right now. It's not you, it's me. That is 5 major lessons from a good breakup, and that is just a journey of my last relationship. And I am also holding a singles event for charity in November, so I'm looking forward to that. Ladies, if you're on my Instagram and you're interested in a singles event and you're in London, please do DM me because I'm super excited about that. It's all for charity as well. What are we doing right here? Yeah. And just continuing with the healing journey of myself. So I'm becoming a master healer. So I'm on a journey to do that. So
There's like different levels of.
yeah, so you can be a basic practitioner, you can be advanced, or then it goes into mastery. So I'm on the journey to mastery, which is also opening up my psychic abilities and really just honing in on my skill as a healer. That's my real goal. So I've got courses after courses in that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and just building and just continuing to just inspire, empower women out there. Yeah, it's a journey.
Excellent.
So, can you just when we talk about the power of healing, yeah? I know we've been talking about different levels and different aspects, but what is it that we need to do to really heal? Or is that what we've just been covering? Because I know that might just sound simplistic,
I know what you mean. It sounds easy, but it's complex.
Yeah, because because like I said, you make it sound so easy, but what kind of things does it entail on a daily basis that you have to keep on doing? You talk about 3 months. So for 3 months, yes, you have that. You say, this is what I want to do. I want to climb the mountain. What do you have to do within those 3 months to visit me? You have to keep on jumping and keep on running, exercising. What is it you have to do to get to that?
And there's everybody's gonna have a different journey, right? So, but first of all, when you say like, what do you really have to do when it comes to healing? First of all, I would say you have to become aware that there is things that you need to work on, right? You have to become aware and get honest with yourself as well. Really get honest with yourself that if you want more, it's being honest about, okay, there's something that I need support with, there's something that I need help with to keep moving forward, right? And so on a daily basis, the keys are to, like, I've started to have like a morning ritual, something to help me when I wake up, like what's going to keep me motivated on this day.
Okay.
You know,
and
what
your ritual change from day
yeah,
to
it will shift, definitely. There are some days when I'm like, oh, we need to get to school, so that kind of falls out of the way.
Yeah.
But it will be like gratitude list. It will be like just, okay, like writing down some of the key things that I want over the next 90 days or in my life in general, like a journal, brain dump. There's different things, and it's important for each person to what works for you. What's going to set you up for the day to manage.
I like writing things down.
Writing things down.
Is that
exactly.
journaling?
And whether it's
yes, you
physical,
said
do you know
that.
what? I think first of all, I write things down on my phone nowadays.
Yeah.
I've worked with a lot of people now. They you know, engineers or you know, they blah, blah, blah. So I do that as well. Number two, I write things down, and I found out by writing things down with my hand.
Yeah, it gets in your mind better.
Yeah.
It's the art
I
form
love
from your
writing.
hand to your eyes to
Yeah.
your soul.
I love writing.
So I write things down on
Yeah.
a daily basis, and then boom,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I personally also feel like if I had my way in the world, everybody would have a therapist or a healer or something, because I think this is something that we all need to be doing on a regular basis. Like, I have a coach that I can text anytime when there's something going wrong. I'm just thinking about people who don't have that support, who won't invest in that support. How are you getting through the relationships, through the challenging times? Because I've done a lot of work and I'm still finding it challenging, you know?
I phone my friends sometimes. They got,
What kind of friend do you phone though? Because a lot of
I
women
do.
phone their friends. I'm like, yo, you really
No,
don't
no,
want
no.
to be
But
talking to her
the funny thing is,
that advice.
you know, okay, I'm gonna for the sake of it, I'm gonna give a title. He's my friend from school, but he's also an accountant. So I phone him.
For money advice?
Not for money advice. I just phone him. I say, because he's my accountant.
Meditation
I say,
to fall asleep.
You know, I'm this and that and that, and then
Yeah.
you know, he might tell me, oh, I need to get something from B&Q. Alright. While he's on his accounting stuff, he'll just Google, B&Q's up till 6. Oh, I can go get what I need to get. So you know, it's that sort of your third person you're talking to. You know, you talk to yourself. You know, you talk to yourself about things that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
But you, within yourself, you can't at the same time find out information in that moment. But if you talk to somebody else, they might be able to find out that information
Yeah,
that
definitely.
you need.
For like
That's what I
small
mean.
stuff like that. But
Do you know what I mean? So talking to somebody is given just to bounce off.
But a lot of people
Yeah.
try to talk about their problems that the friend is not
I ain't got that. I ain't got that
qualified
time.
to help her with, and she
Him.
or him, and it's like you're, you know, for example, you're in a breakup and your friend is just like, get over him, and it's like, actually
like-
you need to grieve, you need to have that space,
Okay.
you know, and it's like not understanding. So I really think everybody should definitely invest in support. That is my opinion, guys.
No, but
But
you know
I
what?
feel like I have changed my life having support on a consistent basis.
Do you know what? It's funny because we're happy to invest in things that don't mean much to us. So when we talk about things like, as a female, then invest in our nails, or invest in our hair, or invest in our makeup, or
Can I just say
invest in
something,
our
though?
clothes.
Invest
Can I
in-
finish talking, please? Right? We're happy to invest in clothing and things that don't make us any better than ourselves, but help us in that moment. But when it comes to spending certain money on something that's going to educate our mind and develop us to go further, we think, oh no, that's too much money.
Yeah.
I can't spend that. But when you look at it, we will spend 10 or 20 pounds on a packet of cigarettes or a jar of weed, or to go out to the club, we spend 50 pounds or
Yeah.
on whatever, on a drink, to piss it out 10 minutes later in the toilet.
Well, it's about your priorities and what you value.
I don't know. I'm not going to say it again because I'm trying to say that it's swearing, but it's not swearing.
Don't say that.
Oh.
Stop.
It's what you value, though,
What I was
and
gonna
everybody's
say,
values
with
are
that,
different.
What you're saying is correct in terms of like going to the club or whatever, but when you say invested in your nails and your hair and stuff, that helps to build in your femininity.
I do both.
How do you say it?
Femininity.
Yeah, that helps to build in your femininity.
It does.
And that energy. So
It does.
I wouldn't say hair and nails and stuff like that are included.
Well, each to his own. But if you have to get your nails done, put on artificial nails to validate who you are as a person. For me personally, I feel that it speaks volumes, because for me, right now we've been in lockdown for how many days? So what's going to happen?
I think she said it adds to it, like.
Yeah.
No,
it
adding
depends
to
what
it,
you're-
that's fine.
It's
But
not
if,
necessarily.
but I said if it validates you, if that's what you need to validate you, is different
It's
from.
not validating you.
I said that's what you need to validate you, is what I said as a difference too. That's what validates you.
No, I hear what you're saying, but when you said about people spend money on their nails and their hair and stuff, it's nothing to do with validating them. That's just basking in their femininity. Is that the word? In their femininity.
Yes.
So it helps them to be more feminine. Not necessarily have to be credit like mine. It could be gel polish. It could be a normal manicure. It could be getting their feet done and keeping their feet done properly. It could be a certain way that they dress, a pair of
But
heels.
you know what?
Making
It's
sure that their hair's
interesting
done
right now.
properly.
Hold
But
on.
that's how you stay in your femininity.
Femininity.
Femininity. But you see how interesting it is that you focused on me talking about nails and hair as opposed to me focusing on paying for something to educate yourself
That's
and
not what
developing
I said.
yourself.
No,
I
no.
used
I didn't say
several different examples,
No.
but you've come back talking about
Hold on.
nails and
Wait,
hair.
wait.
Out of all of the examples that I gave, why is that?
You're wrong because you didn't listen, because you guys did hear me say I
said I
agree with
agree
you.
with her.
Thank you.
Yeah,
in
you
terms
agreed
of
with me, but
spending
why did you
money
come back
on
to
this,
that?
because that's the specific things you mentioned about hair and nails. And what women do is what embraces their femininity. That's why I referred to that.
Yeah.
When you said the other stuff about spending on going out and clubbing and wasting money on drinks and whatever, I agreed with you. But when you said the feminine stuff, which helps women to bring out that side of them, I didn't agree with you.
But all of that helps us to bring up certain things within ourselves. People go out to validate themselves, going out clubbing just in certain ways and feeling a certain way and doing certain things.
You've drawn a word from something I didn't
You
say.
drew from what I
Did
said.
I say anything about validating?
Look, I mentioned more than one thing and you picked
So
up
I
two
will
things.
have both.
Wait.
How about you do both?
Hold on. Did you not hear me section out what she said and agree?
Yeah, but
to
why
some stuff?
section out of some of the stuff and
Because
the other
I
stuff?
just said
And they
your
all-
nails
Yeah.
and your hair. Some people spending money on makeup and stuff, it adds to their femininity, to bring out your feminine side.
Yeah.
You have a masculine side and a feminine side. And the feminine side is an energy that some people need to bring out and you have to spend money on.
But
That's
what's the
what I
difference
said.
with that
I never
and in
said
terms of
there
going
was-
out and
I
clubbing?
never-
How big of a difference is it?
Because going out and clubbing ain't necessarily bringing out your femininity.
But how do you know that people ain't going out to bring that out of themselves?
How do you go out to a club to bring out your femininity, please?
Based on, what do you mean, how do you go to a club?
I
to do
asked you a
that?
question. Do you know how you go to a club to...
Okay, as a man might literally, shit out the bar, innit?
So that brings out your masculinity. No,
Yeah.
that's a whole ego thing. That's not bringing out your masculinity.
Okay.
But you're saying
I'm
that's
gonna say
ego
something.
thing.
I'm gonna say something that might kill the mic.
Drop
As
my
a
drop.
man, that's ego.
That's what
just
us
said.
do.
I just said ego. So a man does it, it's ego.
A man does it, it's ego.
But if a woman does it, it's what?
What?
If a woman does what,
If a woman does
It
something.
says a woman does the same thing, like what we're talking about. He's saying from a man's perspective, it's ego in terms of buying at the bar.
But she never said a woman should buy at the bottom.
No, but what I was talking about is how we spend money on certain things
he's on the
to make
same part.
ourselves
He's on
feel
the
a
same
certain
part.
way.
But I would say the same thing. If a man was going out and he was grooming himself, getting his hair cut, getting his beard done, massages, steaming his face, that's not a waste of money. That's still investing in yourself, just like therapy. That's what I was trying to say.
Right,
Whereas going out and spending money in the club, what you said, I agree, that is a waste of money instead of spending money on something like therapy and investing in yourself. Where I'm saying, I referred, you specified nails and hair and stuff, and I said that is an investment in yourself in regards to like therapy. That's why I referred to those stuff. It's nothing to do with validation. It's nothing to do with agreeing with some things or others. What I was saying is that is a part of investing in yourself.
Yes, and no one said it wasn't, but I said if
You did.
I didn't say
For
it
the
wasn't.
exterior,
What I
right?
said,
For the exterior.
I said if that's what you need
didn't
to
hear
validate yourself is a different thing. Is what I said.
So kind of like you both have a point.
Yeah.
But I agreed with her point in the first place. That's the point.
So why you tackle the point then?
No, she just told me that I said something I didn't say.
I didn't say it anyway.
But sometimes if somebody has a point, just allow them to have the point. Yeah, don't need to respond.
Guys, it's the late night talk show every Wednesday from 10 to 12 a.m.
Something I didn't say.
on Top FM 95.5 on your FM dial. My name's Leticia, aka Leglelicious, and I am here with.
Did you meet her today?
Yeah, no one didn't meet her today. And I'm your girl, Miss Leesh, and we've got our lovely guest in the building.
And we also have
Mr. DJ A Star.
what days are you on? Tell me when you're on.
Well, I'm trying to flash up my shows, but I'm on 12 to 2 a.m. Sunday night till Monday morning, bringing in the new week.
Yes, I love that.
We say you're trying to stop your show to Wednesdays every 10. We say you're trying to stop your show A-Star from every Wednesdays 10 till 12, yeah? We say you're trying to join the crew.
Listen, I'm listening right now, healing. What am I saying, healing? I want what I want.
Say that again, sorry.
I said healing, I want what I want,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
What do you want? What do you want, A-Star?
I'm not sure.
I'm just trying to stop my show.
Oh.
Jimmy, come on, man.
I'm not sure. So guys, we're coming to the last 5 minutes of the show.
I've had so much fun with you ladies. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's
you.
been very
thoughtful
an eye-opening kind of like stuff that you know, but it's at the back of your mind kind of thing until it's said to you. So you kind of like, you're like, oh, I do that, or am I thinking that way?
Right.
So it has been very, very eye-opening.
Yeah. And I want to bring this stuff to the forefront, to your, awareness, so you can change and become better. Like, a lot of women are feeling stuck out here, and it's like, just shift your beliefs, change your beliefs, and you can literally change your life.
How long is a session like to go through the process? Like, how long does it take? Like, if we was to sign up with you, because you said you're a healer, what does that look like? Is that like 6 weeks? Is it 12 weeks?
So for example, I charge right now $100 an hour for a session, so you can have one session standard.
I'm up here. I can't even talk right now. I can't even talk. It's a bit hot. Let's open the window.
No.
Cardi, I'm melting early. No, but
No evidence. No evidence. So go to the hospital.
Go on, that's fine. Keep going.
Change your mind.
no, but that's about your worth, isn't it? And
It's
that's the
about
thing
your worth
about
as well.
it.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend money on certain things because we don't feel like it's worth it. Like, people will think, what? To do what? For 1 hour?
Right. But for example, the woman I
Can you explain
healed
exactly?
this morning, right? Like £100 in 1 hour. She said literally to me today, your 1 hour healing session is better than the 20 therapy sessions I've had.
Wow.
20 therapy sessions.
Wow.
All right.
Right?
I'm gonna buy one.
Oh, wow.
Wait, remember he said
And
that, guys, so I need to show you my PayPal account.
Scotch Bonnet will sponsor somebody 50%.
Okay. Wow, that's 2 of us. Okay, I'm here.
Who's Scotch Bonnet?
Yeah, it's on the.
Is that what he said?
Scotch Bonnet Eatery.
This
Is that what he said?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Did he say I'll sponsor someone 50%?
50% to
Is that what
find
he said?
yourself. Yeah.
No way. Oh my
I
God.
didn't
It's all
see
happening
that.
on the late night talk show.
Listen.
Every Wednesday from 10 till 12, 11:57 right now. And we've got one man buying a session with the lovely Nofisa Caseman and another man offering 50% of the fee for
Okay.
someone to be healed right
And
now.
it will
Amen.
change.
Praise the
Sign up
Lord,
to
universe,
Scotch Bonnet
ancestors.
Yeah, Scotch Bonnet.
I didn't see that. But
Leesh.
Yeah, I saw it.
Scotch Bonnet.
he's like, I saw that one.
I saw that one.
What was it?
50%.
I didn't
Scotch
see
Bonnet Eatery.
He might have deleted it.
Nah, man. You just talking like the man.
Sorry, but that cut you off anyway. So you're saying
Sorry,
you charge
Right.
£100 a session.
Yeah, so you could have a standalone session, but obviously I always promote, like, whatever you're going through, there will be a need for an ongoing process right now, because most
Okay,
people
yeah.
haven't had any healing, so there's
Yeah.
so much going on. For the example, we uncovered so much this morning, but at the same time, this young woman is still going to have to do a lot of inner work, right? Because now it's like, okay, we've changed the beliefs and things, but you have to learn how to love yourself. You have to apply
Like,
every
maintain
single
it.
right.
Yeah,
And it's a daily process. So, and then so what was the initial question? Just
How much?
because we spoke a lot.
No,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't how much.
No, what I was asking is like, yeah,
How
what
many
sessions?
sessions
do you need kind of thing?
Yeah, how many sessions do you need? Like, is it a course you do, like a course of
Right.
6 sessions?
Yeah, so I do. So it would depend on what are you coming to me for. I always ask, like, that's why we have clarity calls in the beginning. It's like, what do you really want? What do you want in the next 90 days? And then it will depend. So I'm not going to say, do you know what I mean? It's not about selling, okay, you need this amount of sessions, because I don't know what's going on for you. You might just need, like, a boost, right? Because you might have been doing work already. But for example, on average, there are women who have come to me and worked for a 90-day period. And in that container, the shifts happen, So I'm going to have someone on my live and also share her journey about how she changed in the 90-day period that she worked with me, because it was beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see a woman come to you lacking in confidence, not loving herself, and really shifting in a short space of time. Like, it's a beautiful thing to watch. So yeah, but in one session it depends. Every woman comes with, I know we haven't got much time, every woman comes with an issue or something they want to work on.
Any men?
So just before we come to the end of the show, just let everyone know where they can find you.
Oh yeah, because we're wrapping up. So if you want, you can join me on Instagram at Nofisa.Caseman. That's Nofisa.
Say it slowly.
Nofisa.Caseman, which is Caseman. Find me on Instagram, and again, if you want to join the event, link in bio or DM me for more information.
Excellent.
So thank you so much for coming on. It's been an amazing show as always. Big up yourself, A-Star. Big up yourself, Lex.
No, big up the ladies. God damn it.
Bye.
He's like, damn it.
What about men? Everyone wants to know about men. You guys ready for healing?
Listen, when I come on the show, the ladies know what.
Are you guys ready for healing? Like, if you are ready for healing, I feel like I should do a workshop for men.
You need to. Men need so much. Men need so much. Remember what I was saying? Men say they're single, yeah?
Yeah.
Men are single, yeah?